Welcome back to a bonus episode of the Craft Parenting Podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Joe Ludwig. With me is my lovely wife and co-host, Caroline.
Yo, yo, yo.
And we are on a journey this month. If you have listened to the last 10 episodes, you would realize that by now. We are going through Higher Gravity's 2022 Beervent calendar. And tonight we are going to dive into beer. We are going to dive into day 21 and 22.
Because we got a little behind. It's really cold outside, and the kids' beds are really snuggy. You don't know how much you calm down when you're sleeping next to your kid.
Hey, I keep getting called out because people, Marco, Julia, think that I am forcing you to wake up after you fall asleep.
I did ask you to wake me up tonight. I was in Elliot's room trying real hard to stay awake, and I was like, hey, I'm about to fall asleep. Can you wake me up? Because Elliot's totally going to fall asleep after I do. But there was one night we were supposed to record, and I woke up in Lily's room at midnight. And I was like, I'm going to go to bed now.
Yeah, we did not record that night. All right, so day 21, this is a very tall bottle. And what are we drinking?
We are drinking Little Whaleboat India Pale Ale from the Maine Beer Company, based in Freeport, Maine, and it is 6.5 ABV.
This is not my go-to beer, but
it is not, but it's still good.
IPA, typical color, pale yellow, big fluffy head.
So floofy.
Yes. Go ahead.
So,
the notes.
About the brewery. Based in Freeport, Maine, our brewery was founded in 2009 by brothers David and Daniel Claiborne. They were determined to create a company centered around social responsibility and the motto, quote, do what's right, end quote. This motto is at the forefront of every decision we make, from how we treat our employees, to the beer we brew, to taking care of the world around us. We're known primarily for our IPAs and pale ales, but also our commitment to the environment as a member of 1% for the planet.
Sounds like Matry.
Yes. Similar to Matry.
I think 1% for the planet is a nonprofit. I think Matry is a part of that or helps with that.
It's a global movement inspiring businesses and individuals to support environmental solutions. They advise businesses on giving strategies. We certify donations, and we amplify the impact of our network. Mm-hmm. So that is what 1% for the planet is.
What other notes do I have?
About the beer. I'm going to take a sip first, because this is yummy, and I'm thirsty. So, Little Whaleboat Islands, made up of Little Whaleboat, Nate, and Tuck, are a cluster of 3 small islands and ledges in Casco Bay, a vital link to the chain of protected islands conserved by Maine Coast Heritage Trust. Protection of these islands provides sanctuary to a range of wildlife, including seals, seabirds, shorebirds, and wading birds, while preserving a unique place off the coast of Maine for future generations to experience. So the flavor profile of the beer, according to them, is aromas of mango, pineapple, grapefruit, and pine, floral notes of rose and chamomile. Hops used are Citra, Mosaic, Columbus, and Talus, and malts used are American Two-Row, Maine Malt, Malts used are American Two-Row, Maine Malt House Pilsner, Blue Ox Wheat, and Blue Ox Light Munich. I'm not sure if I get, all the fruits, but, it is a little fruity.
I don't get any of the fruit. You were mentioning pineapple?
Mango, pineapple, and grapefruit. I get a little bit of citrus, but I don't know if I could,
From the hops, though.
Yeah.
Not from
adjuncts. Definitely get pine.
Okay, I guess it smells a little fruity.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is just This is an IPA that I could drink. It's not
It's not a super hop bomb.
It's not a hop bomb, yeah, which is, I feel like, modern IPA is these days.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
Oh, no, for sure not. It's pretty tasty. And the head's still sticking around.
Yeah, the head is there's still a very noticeable head, even though I poured it quite a while ago. Do we talk about the bottle? This is a 1 pint plus 0.9 fluid ounces. So it's a tall boy in a bottle.
That's a very specific fluid amount. How many fluid ounces is 50 milliliters? Yeah, it's a half liter. 500 milliliters is 16.907 U.S. fluid ounces. So it's a half liter. That makes more sense.
Well, I was just reading the bottle.
I know, but the bottle was confusing. So I converted it to metric because metric is right and everything else is wrong.
The labor is... what did I just say?
You said the labor.
The bottle is very... It kind of reminds me of a wine bottle. It's very simple, white label. Maine Beer Company is printed on it in black text, but it's kind of small. The name of the beer, Little Whaleboat, is also printed in the center, but it's also small. It's in yellow.
It's an overly white label.
Yeah, yellow text. And then it just says India Pale Ale. And then at the bottom it says do what's right in really tiny text for a label.
Oh, they have a little message to us on the bottle. Thank you for drinking our beer. You enable us to continue to do what's right, take care of our earth and the creatures that live on it, take care of our staff, and to keep making beer better. That's cute. Drink this beer fresh within 90 days of the stamped born on date, which I'm going to assume is the 11 October 22 date that is stamped on here. I don't know how many days ago that was, but
it's 90 days is 3 months, so
we're good.
We are within that.
Yes, we are.
This is a good one.
It is.
I like this. And I'm excited for the next one as well.
Woohoo!
So we will be right back and we will go through day 22. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Craft Parenting Podcast. I'm Joe, this is Caroline.
Hey.
We are going through the 2022 Higher Gravity Beervent calendar this month.
In case you decided to listen to the episode halfway through.
And we are on day 22 out of 25.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
Yeah, we'll get demonetized for that. And you're going to ask, are we monetized? And I will say no, but now we aren't. But I'm excited for this one. This is, we'll get into it. So this is Bacio.
Al Pacino. It's like Al Pacino, but with a B.
This is Al Pacino. There's no C.
Oh, there's no N. What? Al Bacio? Al Bacio?
Bacio. Chio. I like my original pronunciation. It is an Italian-styled Pilsner. That is another buzz style, kind of like cold IPA. And what's the other one? Cold IPA.
I just listened to this episode. I don't remember.
Italian style. So it's a buzz. It's basically a dry hopped Pilsner, is what it is, but they call it Italian style. It is by Masthead Brewing up in Cleveland, Ohio. And it is 4.9% ABV. And the description says, just because you need a mustache to speak Italian doesn't mean you need one to enjoy an Italian-style Pilsner. Al Bacio is brewed and dry hopped with sapphire and Hallertau Blanc, yielding notes of noble hops with a hint of melon. Enjoy this lager paired with some spicy Arabida, and for any reason at all.
Arabida? There's a double R and a double B. I don't know. I am too German for that.
I am not Italian, so.
But I'm like 2% German.
Masthead is a brewery and restaurant in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. And I put some stuff in the doc for you to read.
Masthead Brewing Company is located in the historic Bryant Building at 1261 Superior Avenue in downtown Cleveland. Our building was originally built in 1921 as an automotive dealership. Sounds like West Side. And is now listed on the National Register of Historic Places. The tap room features 300 seats, a 100-foot-long bar, and an additional 50-seat dog-friendly patio with a view of downtown Cleveland. We've become known for our ever-evolving lineup of juicy New England IPAs, Napolitan-style pizza, and our barrel-aged beer utilizing exclusively allocated whiskey barrels from top-rated distilleries. They will be celebrating their 6th anniversary in February of 2023.
Yeah, their description really didn't say anything about them. So when you
just their building and their tap room.
When you go to their website, it says our story, and it didn't really tell their story. So,
it told the building story.
I guess, like a lot of breweries, they say we started this day, this year. So I had to go to a different page to figure out when.
It's like George and Dave were college buddies who decided to start homebrewing out of their dorm room.
Yeah.
And then their friends were like, hey, you're pretty good at this. So they decided to open a brewery. And we're a bunch of nerds. There's nerd stuff everywhere. That's basically the
template.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this beer. Italian-style Pilsner. I love Pilsners. Not necessarily in December, but this is...
When it's negative... How many degrees outside now? It's supposed to be 15 degrees tomorrow, which is 12 degrees warmer than today. It is currently -1 outside, according to my app. So...
Yeah. Not factoring in the wind chill.
Yeah.
Which is like -30.
Let's see. It's -1, but it feels like -20. It's supposed to go down to -3 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we have the fuzzy comforter on our bed.
Yeah. Because this house does not have insulation.
It's a brick house. It's pretty well insulated by brick. But it does not do good when the temperatures get this cold.
Did you want to talk about the beer?
Yeah, it's tasty. It's pale in color and pretty see-through from the bottom of my glass or the top of my glass because I'm using a printed glass.
When you say pale, it's yellow.
Yes, that is what I meant. It's like a golden straw.
Yeah. a bit more hoppy than what I like in a Pilsner, but it's designed that way.
Yeah, it's dry hopped. So it is getting some good
that's
hop notes.
Yeah, that's not a negative because it's designed that way. I'm not one to rate, the Urban Artifact pickle beer.
A 1 because I don't like pickles.
Yeah, so that's always the joke, I guess, when you talk about styles that we don't like. This is exactly what it's supposed to be. I like more of the smoother Pilsners, I guess.
Yeah.
This is very hop forward. So if you like that, then this beer is for you.
And it would definitely taste better if it wasn't -1 degrees outside.
I'm not familiar with Masthead, but apparently they do pizza. Is that what you
I am good. Yeah. Neapolitan style pizza, according to the doc / their website.
Yes. I'm not familiar with them. I actually haven't been to Cleveland, like downtown Cleveland, before.
I have been to downtown Cleveland once, and it was for a trade show. And we were in and out. So I didn't hang out.
Yeah, so...
I was also pregnant, so I couldn't go drinking.
With Elliot?
Yeah.
I vaguely recall this. But this is good. This is a good beer. Masthead, I've heard a lot about them. I haven't had a lot of... I think this is the first beer that I've had of theirs. So...
Potentially. Probably. It'll be a good present wrapping beer because someone needs to wrap all the presents because it's getting down to the wire. And I don't want to stay up until midnight on Christmas Eve.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to say about this beer?
I'm excited to see what the next few days will bring. It's going to be fun.
Okay. So if you like what you hear, if you like what you've heard, you do that every time. If you like what you've heard, like, follow, subscribe to us on all the social media platforms. We're on Facebook and Instagram and also on YouTube. So you can listen to the Craft Parenting Podcast on your TV.
Woohoo!
If you have a smart TV. I think every TV is smart now, though.
Most of them are.
But we have a website, www.craftparentingpodcast.com. That's where I post the show notes, and sometimes we write blog posts.
It's been a hot second. I still have a few in the queue. We've got announcements coming up as to why we've been so hella busy lately. We'll get there when we get there.
I'm at Craft Parenting Joe on Instagram. You're
At Caroline Creates Crafts.
On Instagram.
Yep.
And we will see you next time for the Higher Gravity Beervent calendar.
Days 23 and 24. That is the wrong app.
Correct. 23, 24.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye.